Hello everybody, it is me Darcy. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the podcast, the place where I sit here next to this guy for about some time and we talk rubbish until I no longer have anything left to say. It's a pretty simple system. It works for us. Let's roll.
Yeah, pretty much.
As always, let's start off with some channel news. Kris, take her away.
Okay, so this week, Monday, you released Satisfactory. Yes.
Part 1 of something, 2.
Something like that, yeah.
Technically, it's not part 1 of 2, it's part something of Satisfactory, but, you know, we film them 2 at a time now, so it's just easier for me to remember how many I've filmed by counting them as 1 of 2.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
Yeah.
I've completely forgotten what came out today.
Spyro came out today.
It was Spyro, that's right, I remember looking at that.
So we played a bit of Satisfactory. What did we do in this one? Did we get our coal up? I'm pretty sure we got our coal up.
We got our coal up and running.
Which is good.
What else did we do?
We got baby legs. Squiddly.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Squiddly
We did have
legs.
Squiddly. God, he took ages to get back.
That's because he's confused.
Fucking hell.
I learned that apparently you can get animals to ride vehicles, which would be useful if we had vehicles. We don't. But mainly
Can
it was...
they ride the little tiny, like, fucking foldable vehicle?
I have no idea.
That shit's fun.
Yeah, so this was mainly about getting our power situation sorted.
Oh, improved. For now.
Improved.
For now. Let's be clear on that one. For now.
To be fair, I don't really think we went all out with coal last time. Well, the platform we made for coal, we ended up putting a lot of things.
Oh, we put a
coal.
lot of other stuff.
We could have put
on
like another 50 coal generators on there.
Oh, easily.
If we just gone 100% coal, let's be coal people.
Yeah, I mean we could. We technically could. No,
Let's be coal people.
we would have had to have brought more coal in. There wasn't quite enough there. Yeah, that was louder than I thought.
Barking and
Yeah. We could have. Like, I still had quite a few there. I think I had like 15 up there.
oh yeah, and we had 3 behind our base.
Yes, that's right. We did make the 3 behind our base.
So, but like we could have had like 28. It's just that we got to the point where we're like, we're men.
Nuclear.
Exactly. We keep dirt under our pillow and we go nuclear as hard and fast as possible.
Oh, we went geothermal as well.
Oh, we did go geothermal. Actually, that's correct.
actually
We
did.
did, but that was
Yeah.
after nuclear.
I'm pretty sure we did it just before nuclear, didn't we?
No. Because I had to go.
I thought we were doing that to try to get a little bit more power.
No,
Then-
we did that because
Oh, that's right, because we had so many problems with the nuclear to start with. And we kind of needed the extra boost. Yeah, okay, fair enough, yeah.
the only reason we ever went geothermal is because I found it and I was like, oh, I can build this, and it was right near something else I was already building.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, let's do this. And I did it. And then, it was just added to the thing. And it was something that would constantly just keep running. And we never had to go check on.
Yeah, true.
If we had to go check on it, it would have been a massive issue. And we were like, no.
Yeah, true, yeah.
But yeah, that was that. But yeah, so yeah, we finally have sorted, well, I say sorted. We have 3 coal generators on a beach somewhere.
We know where that is.
And if that's not human ingenuity, I don't know what is.
Just leaving it on a beach.
What did you guys do? We built coal generators on a beach. Like a beach? Yeah.
No.
Like pristine nature? Absolutely. And you put coal generators there? Nailed it.
Nailed it. Could we put it on a rock up higher? Yes.
Did
we? No.
Could we have moved it to where the coal was? Absolutely we could have. But that would have taken away the fun of the beach.
Yes. And the water was further away. Ugh.
And
Let's face it, the water is the worst part about that.
we all know the truth when it comes to building nuclear reactors.
Yes.
Not nuclear reactors, coal reactors.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't put them somewhere that's going to piss off a greenie, there's no point building them.
Oh, yeah, no, fair point. Yeah, yes.
But yeah, no, so we did that. What else did we get up to? I did something, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, I expanded, because...
Yeah, oh, that's right, yeah.
I don't think it's in this video, how I fully went about my expansion, but...
Was it this video where I had to go get my stuff?
You die at the end of the video. You don't get your stuff back, but you are dead, I believe.
So it's the beginning of the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. The next one is Chris's epic journey to get his shit back.
It took for fucking. But then did you die doing the same thing, or did you just survive?
I survived.
I
What
just
killed
don't know
me
how.
was I jumped off it and landed in a bug hole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I couldn't do anything.
No, you just die.
I was just being dragged up in the atmosphere. Like, please help.
As I've always said, I'm better. I'm just better. Everything, even the games like me better.
He does say it all the time, and I don't like it.
But it is becoming evidently more true.
I'm not agreeing to that.
Evidently more true.
I'm still not agreeing to it because I don't want to, so I'm not going to.
Anyway, yeah. So
yeah,
it's a funny one because I'm sure a lot of stuff actually happened while we were playing Satisfactory, but for the life of me, I only remember you getting attacked by spiders with our dog, and me running power lines.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Mm.
Spiders that you couldn't find initially.
No, there was nothing in that cave. I walked through it; it was clear, dead clear.
Well, maybe it's just they spawned just after you got out of there.
And then I'm like, then I'm building a pole, and you're like, I'm being attacked by spiders. I'm like,
well, actually, no, I was being attacked. I didn't know what by, and then I figured out it was the spiders.
and I was like, that's weird. And then I walked in, and you made bugs appear, and I was like, what the fuck is actually going on?
Mm.
I grabbed my gun and I got to work.
Wasn't it like a bug nest as well?
3 bug nests. That all weren't there when I was putting the power poles in.
Yeah. Look, it was something.
It was crazy, that's what it was.
It was. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I did research, and I think that's like the funniest thing. Because
What,
like
you doing research?
No, because
it's pretty fun.
The hard drives.
Yeah.
I if I find like 4 of them, I'm like, oh, that's a whole video of just hard drives. Because they take 10 minutes.
They do, yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, and so it's like, I can't do anything else while that's happening, and I have to stay closest to base so I can come back and do the research side.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you can do what I did at the end of the next video to come out, which is where I went, I don't like any of these options, start the research again.
You did that. Once by accident, second time completely intentional.
The mistake time, as often happens with
you and games, yeah.
made me go, I can do this. And then once I realized I could do it, I was like,
Wish we knew that last time we played.
yeah, we would have spent a lot less time getting fucking shitty, crappy things.
Because I suppose we'll go with that one. We don't need it, but we'll go with it.
Well, I suppose we'll get.
Pretty sure we did it at least once this time as well.
I think we did it for a copper wire, but I'm not too upset about that because I know we need a lot of copper wire in the future.
True. I mean, it's not hard to make it though.
No, but the way we did it is that we can use electrum.
Yeah.
And we don't use electrum for a whole lot else.
True. I think that's what we did with the last one as well.
Well, we also make electrum wire, but
True.
that's the future.
Yeah. Which probably won't be that far away.
Yeah, maybe. We're in an interesting position. Because we know what we need to do, we're doing it faster than last time.
Well, true, yeah.
But at the same time, we have a completely different resource setup, so it's harder than last time.
It's not that different.
We
had a bunch of iron.
No, by the time we were at where we are now, I already had sulfur pumping in, so I'd done a lot of sulfur research. We are nowhere near the closest sulfur. We are over a kilometer away. I've yet to figure out how I'm getting that across.
What
It
I'm
is on
saying
top of
is
it.
like resources for like actually advancing everything other than your stuff. We're actually in a better position.
No. But we need the sulfur to make bombs. We need the bombs to clear out a lot of places where we want to get extra stuff.
Yeah.
So we're actually
like,
behind where we want to be.
Yeah, okay, yeah, very much.
And I can't figure out, I have yet to figure out, and like, this is actually, if you've watched the Satisfactories, you're like, why is Darcy figuring it out? It's Kris who does the building. Kris does the building at home. I'm the one that goes out and figures out how we're getting stuff back home.
I do it occasionally as well.
Occasionally.
I have done, I do it all the time. I'm pretty sure I'm the one who got the coal first time. I'm the one that got it back.
We never brought the coal back.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
Oh, yes, we did. Because our first set of coal generators was like sort of further up towards the beach, but there is another like pond up to the left when you actually start heading towards the beach from where we were.
Interesting.
That was where our first coal generators. Actually, no, sorry. I had the water feeding to us, and had 3 coal generators at our base.
No, that was the ones I built behind it.
No, front of the base. Because we
Oh,
did end up
those.
building ones behind it because there was another water source back there. But
Oh, I remember now.
it was
Yes.
right near the start.
Yes, where I
Because it
ended
was
up
right
building.
near all the.
No, I remember now because
Yeah.
where you had those was where I ended up building the train station that fed water to the nuclear power plant.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. Now.
And it was also right beside.
So I
top
forget that
floor.
actually happened because when we started planning it out, we actually killed all of that stuff.
Oh yeah, as soon as we realized that there was a better spot for coal, and it was like, oh shit, there's actually a massive source of water here as well.
and we
it
never,
was
and
like,
we never made steel at home.
Pretty sure I got like 6 up and running, and then I was straight up, okay, get rid of those coal generators.
And I think we also made all of our steel out over there as well.
Yes,
And then just shipped the steel back in.
Oh, did we?
I'm
Because
pretty
technically we still had the coal running towards our base. Because I never stopped the coal.
I did. When we
Okay.
started moving trains in because I needed all the space.
Oh yeah, when the train started coming in. Before that, we had coal running there for a fucking long time.
But yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely. For some things, we're better off where we are now. For some
Yeah.
things, we were better off where we were then.
Yeah, it's always going to be the case.
Oh, absolutely. But you know, like it's just a thing where it's like,
Well, once our trains are up and running, nothing's in a horrible spot.
well, yeah, we've got a lot of things to do, like
Oh, yeah.
personally. But yeah, we're having a good time, and that's what matters there.
That's
So
it.
that's satisfactory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't name it all.
Mm.
God damn.
God, I love
Yeah.
that game so much. It's just such a nice game. You just sit down and you're like, I have a problem to solve, and then you just solve it. And it may take you like 4 hours to solve it, but you're just like, I'm solving a problem.
Or whenever the power went out, Kris, go solve the problem. Fuck. Fine.
To be fair, I think the power going out only affected me mainly because it meant I could no longer fly.
Yes. Hence the immediate. Oh no, it was occasionally where you were like, I need this resource.
Oh
Power's
yeah,
out.
yeah. There was always like, I
Right.
need this resource, but also a lot of the time it was like, I'm just like hovering along and it's like boom, and I'm like in the middle of like a fucking spider nest. I'm like, oh dear.
Yeah. Because the rough one is like even just the way
I got fucking explosives now.
I don't know if we've got to like adjust how we do the coal this time, because I think the biggest issue last time was the pumps.
Oh, that's easy.
Getting the water, like we figured it out, but it was like there was a lot of mucking around with it to the point where it's like, this is what I did with everything else. Why is it not working for this one? That happened quite a lot with the coal, which we sort of stopped caring about once nuclear came up because it was just so much better.
Yeah, but how did that work out for us?
The nuclear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
To be
I mean,
fair,
look, that was a slight mishap. That wasn't actually a bad
to
problem.
be fair, I do have some like exploring to do because I have to try and find an actual better place for our nuclear system.
One that we can let grow in radiation slightly.
No, I don't really care about that. I can solve that. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
What worries me is the fact that I don't want to be transporting uranium as far as we had to transport it last time. And we didn't have to transport it far,
No,
but
we didn't. Fuck. It was horrible. It blocked off a whole area we couldn't get to.
yes, it also made my preferred way of traveling to factories useless.
We had 2 things traveling there.
Yeah.
And one of them was a super long distance that we had to go past the uranium for.
Yeah,
What the fuck did we build over there?
yeah.
Jesus
We're not
Christ.
Anyway, as I said, we have what I'm really looking forward to is the problem solving, and we have a lot of problem solving to do in Satisfactory.
Oh, wait.
And then once once we have a bunch of resources coming in and we're actually puttering along really well,
Yeah.
that's when I'll start coming through and like actually fixing what Kris has done.
I'm actually at a point where I'm like, I need to adjust.
You do need to adjust it. It is a giant mess.
I know where things are. No,
it's like, you know how people like who have never been to a city are like, oh, but a city's just a jumble of buildings and you can't find your way around. But once you've actually been to a city, you're like, no, finding your way around a city is really easy because everything's in lines. Well, yours is what people think a city is. It's just everything's everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And like, Kris, where's this? Oh, it's over here. No, it's not. Oh, it's... No, the other over here. Oh, right.
No, just go one more over.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But that's what's been happening with Satisfactory.
Yeah,
It's been satisfying.
it has.
And there's another episode to come out where Kris has to get his shit back. And I do other things. I can't even remember what I do. Mainly give him shit about dying, but
And kill me again.
to be fair, I think that's part of the course. Oh no.
Weird way to say it, though.
I say what I want. I do what I please. Yeah, so what else happened this week? Kris?
So, Wednesday, today.
Hello?
Or Friday, or Wednesday for you guys. I said every week, still screw it up.
You are a failure, yes.
Today was Spyro.
Today was Spyro.
Yes.
Finally finished Spyro 2. And let me tell you about it.
Yeah.
It was fucking easy.
Done
Finished it.
where?
I went to Dragon Shores and I was like, excellent, Dragon Shores, this will take like 5 seconds. And then they had a fucking trolley. Fucking trolley. And then who makes a roller coaster where people are literally coming towards you? Okay? And who makes a roller coaster where a dude, if you hit a dude in the head with your roller coaster, you explode?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
And who lets baby turtles on the fucking roller coaster track? They're fucking baby turtles. Doesn't make any. I really hate Dragon Shores.
Dragon Shores does suck.
Fucking Dragon Shores. And I thought I had to finish it to get to 100% the game, but didn't. I could have just fucking ended when I killed Ripto, little bastard. But I didn't. I went to Dragon Shores.
Wait, how did you? Don't you get things from Dragon Shores?
You get tokens to unlock the cinema.
Oh, yeah, that was.
But at that point, you've already 100% of the game, and Spyro 2 is the only one that is not 100 and something percent. It's just 100% flat.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well,
But in like news concerning Spyro, now I can start Spyro 3, which the length of that game is fucking lengthy.
it is indeed lengthy.
It's a girthy game.
Hey, well, maybe if they make another one.
That's what I was thinking. If I finish that, Spyro 4 should be out. Because seriously, fucking hell, they brought out Crash Bandicoot 4. Where the fuck is Spyro 4?
No, that is a fair point.
Although Toys for Bob have announced they're doing something with Microsoft. And people are like, Spyro 4. And I went, you're kind of kidding yourself if they go, yeah, one of our most popular franchises, we're fucking doing it with only Microsoft.
Yeah, bit of an odd one.
Especially considering Spyro was like PlayStation fucking
Exclusives.
royalty.
Yeah. Well, most of them were exclusives.
No, they were the first 3 were all exclusive. But then...
Pretty sure there was another one, wasn't it?
No, after that they kind of came out and everything. Except PC. They did not come out on PC.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks, because PC is the only thing from that generation that's still running. So if you want to play
No,
it,
that's a fair point.
get fucked.
That's a fair point.
Oh, and if you want to play a new Spyro, set in the like Spyro Reignited trilogy world, not the kind of new worlds they went to later on,
Yeah.
also get fucked.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
But worlds later on one.
The thing is, I don't know if you've seen it, but like someone like the official Spyro account or whatever, or Toys for Bob account, I don't know. I was looking up the other day, and now like did a picture of like grown up Spyro.
No, I didn't see that.
Let me quickly find this for you.
Yeah, no, that's
to the camera.
That's super interesting.
Now you got to be careful whenever you look up. I'm just going to say this for everyone. You got to be careful whenever you look up grown-up Spyro. Fan art's fucking dangerous.
No, it is. It's the worst.
And he's a dragon, and he's a purple dragon, so you can only imagine what that means.
Oh god. Oh no.
That's right. Big old giant purple dick.
Pretty much.
On a dragon.
Um,
Big old dragon dick in your face.
no, if they do a game where he's grown up, they talking like Elder Dragon or just? I'm sort of curious on that one. But that would be good. Okay, going down that track.
Yeah, so it actually looked like a proper like dragon from the series.
It
Not
would make
just, like
sense,
him
yeah.
as a bigger on 4 legs type thing.
Yeah, no, that would. I think that would be really good if they did that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. As I said, always be careful with when you know,
No, yeah, I'm aware of that.
because there's bound to be something where it's just,
Don't keep scrolling.
I want to see if there's a big old penis one. But yeah, no, and like so that one was
yeah.
tweeted. One of those, I can't remember which one was tweeted. But then people are like really gone with it, being like, "Yeah, we'd love to see like that Spyro," because
Course
technically Spyro is an artisan dragon.
Yeah.
Not so he would be like artsy and shit.
Well, yeah. It'd be a tinker at the very least.
Well, actually, I believe he'd be an explorer because technically that would fit into the artisan.
True, yeah.
That would fit into the artisan style, and that kind of would fit into what he does because he's been to so many places.
True, yeah. No, but that would be really good if they did actually.
But they
do
were like,
that one.
"Fucking
He's done it again.
hell."
Didn't go overboard this time. Fuck's sake.
Well, like so, they were talking about it. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, but would you really want to play as an adult Spyro?" I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would.
but they were like, "Oh, because like the charm of Spyro is the fact that he's like this kind of tweenage dragon."
No, it's
Like,
not.
What about but there's also like ones where it's like Spyro through like different ages. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I still haven't find that one. But I was like, what? But then they like brought up things like, what if it was like time travel type thing, like Ocarina of Time, or like geez, I'm trying to think of a game that Toys for Bob made recently that involved time travel.
Yeah, no, it's a. I don't know about. I mean, it could work.
But
Yeah.
that one.
Yes. Make that one a game.
That one scares me. That one, it wasn't a dragon dick, people. It was just a guy wearing a Spyro thing going like this.
It was an adult man wearing a Spyro outfit.
It's an adult man. Spyro outfit.
Not a child, not a teen, an adult man.
An adult man. But yeah.
Probably in his 30s.
Oh. Hey, Kris.
Yeah.
That means you could be that guy
No, not yet. I still have a little bit of time before that.
in a couple of years.
Next year. But hey, you could be that guy right now.
I could be that guy right now. I can't find it. But it was like Spyro. You could be that guy.
God damn it.
But yeah, it was like Spyro at different ages, and it was
Yeah.
like, oh, here it is. I accidentally just clicked on it. So it's like that's the baby one. Then he gets gets a bit bigger and starts wearing the clothes and stuff like the other dragons, and then he
Yeah.
starts to walk on 2 feet, and then he's like a full-on dragon. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that kind of evolution would be fucking.
I think
awesome.
that would actually be really good.
But yeah, as I said, even in a time travel when we jump backwards and forwards in time and stuff, as long as we get to see what an adult Spyro would look like, that'd be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
And adult Spyro, not old man Spyro.
I just hope this isn't a thing of them.
I don't think there's ever going to be a Spyro 4. I think they have no idea how they would even make it.
No, it's fair.
I think Crash Bandicoot is a little bit easier
Oh yeah.
because Crash Bandicoot was always linear.
Oh yeah.
And so it's like, how do we make a new Crash Bandicoot? Make it linear. It's like, how do we make a new Spyro the Dragon? How do we make a new Spyro the Dragon? Because 3D platformers have kind of fallen out.
They have.
But Spyro was never really a 3D platformer to begin with.
No. Yeah.
It was like a...
Look, I reckon it would take off regardless.
I think it'd be good. Fun.
Regardless, even if it was in a genre that's fallen off, I reckon it would still take off.
Yeah.
Now, very much like the Reignited trilogy, that was held up by nostalgia, not a lot of new people. Like, yeah, there was a lot of kids that went and jumped into it. But
I think a lot of the look. I think nostalgia is the power of Spyro Reignited. I think a lot of people who got into it knew one, they either saw the Purple Dragon and were like, when we were kids, that looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Two, they were the kids of people who played Spyro when they were younger. Gotta remember, I
Yeah,
played
true.
Spyro when I was what, 4?
Fuck yeah.
And I'm 30. So technically, if I had stuck to Rockhampton, I'd have like 7 kids by now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Fortunately, I didn't.
Yeah.
That would be unbearable for everyone.
Yeah. More of him running around? Fuck.
But they'd only be half me. So, like,
at least
7,
one of
that's
them
like
would.
3.
At least, yeah, true.
That's 3 extra Darcys.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, so I finally finished Spyro 2. We can start Spyro 3. And you know what? Maybe with Gamescom going on at the moment, literally start, like, I think there's stuff happening tonight. And a few things are being talked about for the first time.
Yeah.
Maybe at the end of this week, we might know if there is another Spyro in the works.
Like, it'd be good. Like, if they put that out, someone from Toys for Bob has put that out, it's like, it's going to be a real dick move to be like, hey, it's not happening.
Fuck us. We're never making Spyro again. Fuck you! This is what we could do if we wanted to, but we don't want to because we sustain ourselves off your tears. Cry for us, fat man. Cry.
They would too.
Yep.
Oh, no.
How do you think video game creators stay so young and fresh?
The tears of all
the tears of the disappointed fanboys.
Of the adults. It's not even the children. It's the adults.
The children. Before we go and continue on with channel news, let's just fucking say this right now. Yeah. Current children will never be sad about video games because they've never had a golden era where video games were just fucking good.
Okay, yeah, true. Fair point.
Any kid who grew up on Fortnite has no idea what it means for a video game to be engaging and good. Fucking poor, innocent children. What have we done?
Oh, shit.
We're monsters.
Unfortunately, you have a fair point there. I can't even...
Anyway, back to channel news. Rant over.
Yes.
Now put me back in my box. Seal it up tight, and we'll come back next time you need something.
It's not a big enough box here. Anyway,
I'm a hefty lad.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, so other than that, that's all that sort of came out this week. There was a re-release of
a GTA came out on Saturday, and if you saw it, you would have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They don't release things on Saturday. We do if I need to release a re-upload. And what happened is that's a video that came out a couple months ago, but I hadn't actually sat down and watched it on YouTube. And on YouTube, for some reason, half the sound disappeared.
Very weird.
So I deleted it, I re-uploaded it, and it's like, there you go. There is nothing new about it if you've already seen it.
Watch it again.
Yeah, do watch it again. This one actually has audio, which you might enjoy.
Yeah. Other than that,
you can hear Kris getting angry when I kill him and explode him.
Was I getting angry?
Yeah. There's a point where and when I mug you. Yeah, you...
Oh, you motherfucker. That's right. I think I was more angry about the mugging.
I think you were, but I love the mugging because the mugging literally paid for the bounty I put on you.
Oh, shit.
So that means you paid for Jaden to kill you.
Oh, no. Oh, god damn it.
I love that. That's the circle of life, baby.
It's not a great circle.
You pay so someone else shoots you earlier in the day.
I don't like that.
Anyway.
Other than that, subscriber count?
Subscriber count.
We are up to 139.
We are, last time we checked. Which was a while ago. Now,
knowing how we normally talk about this, by the time this comes out, it'll probably be 140.
Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah.
Who knows? There's been a lot of shorts coming out, and as I say, shorts are a fucking godsend.
True.
But,
I have been noticing a lot more likes on the shorts.
But,
great job, guys.
Yeah, so the shorts are a godsend. I did some looking at the analytics over the last 12 months, so from now to back this time last year. And yeah, we had 20 subscribers back then.
Shit, okay.
So,
yeah. That's actually really good.
That spike did not actually increase drastically until about mid-January this year.
Yeah, shit.
So we've been...
Wait, so we've done 100 since mid-January?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, because we started this year with like 30, didn't we? 35.
Yep. and we are now over 100 past that.
Yeah, that's really good. That's awesome.
It is very gratifying.
Yes.
And then yeah, the only other thing, kind of talking about channel news wise, that will not be out by the time this video comes out, but will be out about 2 hours later, is of course the next Minecraft, which will be a supplementary. Me continuing to build my house so that you can see some more of the crazy shit that I did to try and build my mansion away from Kris. Which is still not completed. If anyone is wondering, like, oh, is Darcy set? No, it's not. Okay, I know it. I've spent like 4 hours, just 4 hours, doing nothing but working on it. But no, it's.
He still has to wait until we've recorded the next one.
I haven't even technically finished off a single floor yet. And then, because of the last game we played.
Because of where you are, you've got to wait.
No, not even that. Because of the last game we played, I've changed my mind about some of the design choices I've made. And now I've got to make complete changes everywhere.
At least I brought back a shit ton of copper.
We're sticking with the copper. I like the copper.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Need to figure out how to make copper stairs. Also, something I figured out, because, you know, if you've been watching and you're wondering, what am I going to do when all of my windows turn green? I'll probably leave them. I'm probably going to let them go green. But I also figured out that you can protect your copper, so I am going to try and protect my copper doors by getting some beeswax.
That's right, yes.
And then I might make some copper stairs. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I'm going to have some copper stairs.
Okay.
Maybe they'll be outside on the top of my house. Also thinking now that with all the copper that you've been finding recently.
I think I've got as much as I can out of that vein.
Yeah, but with all the copper you found me recently, I'm going to make a giant copper dome on my house.
I enjoy how he's just said all the copper I found him.
Recently.
As if I wasn't going to use it.
Not allowed.
But I want to use it.
To what?
I just want to use one block. I'm going to put it in a random spot. Have you find it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I don't think so.
I've got a lot more of that cave to actually explore, though.
I don't think I can allow that. Maybe what we do is we find you another block. A nice block. A pretty block. And you can have one of those blocks.
Jesus Christ. No, there's still
Look
more.
up, man, baby.
There is still more of that cave to explore.
I found a whole haunted house I've got to explore.
I feel like I need to just get in and do...
Fun fact, though, Kris. You know, I'm not going to explore this haunted house because it would be crazy, and I would have learned nothing from horror movies if I go into that house by myself.
So yeah, you've got to come back.
So I've got to come back and get you. But unfortunately for us both, I know exactly where that house is, in the opposite direction of home.
Fuck off. Fuck you.
I'm so jovial.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Every goddamn time.
Opposite direction of home. Hey, I'm never wrong. Be as vague as possible. You're never wrong.
I mean, with that statement, you can't be wrong with that statement because it's technically true, but it doesn't tell you which way you've got to go. Don't say it.
Away from home.
Fuck you.
No, so yeah, there's another supplementary coming out this week, and then next week we'll be back to the actual episode, and hopefully by then me and Kris will have filmed more Minecraft, because we haven't, because Kris has been lazy.
I don't know if I've been lazy.
Well, I haven't been lazy, Kris. I'm putting out 3 videos fucking week.
Well, fair enough.
And that is a shameless plug. Actually, I lied. It's 4. That's 5.
Fucking Jesus Christ, it is 4.
I'm very tired. I put out 4 videos.
4 videos, guys. 4 videos.
I'm very tired. And I just have
I actually don't know if it's a tired thing.
I am actually
exhausted.
You
do that quite often when saying...
I just like to show everyone that I'm not armed.
True.
I'm still dangerous, though.
What do you mean you've got a social life? Well, I've got a social life.
My social life is more social than yours.
Fair point.
Do you know what I did last Friday?
No.
I was going to go home after drinks with Jono at 7:30. Do you know what time I got home?
sometime after 2. Yeah.
And you know what I did? Sat in here playing baseball till 3:30 in the
I'm
morning.
not surprised. No,
I was like, I might be drunk.
I did.
I made a terrible amount of choices.
I did notice your messages in the morning. Like, oh, well, there you go.
Well, that was because we were trying to get a lift home. Then
I'm aware.
the tiny child came through.
Nice. Yeah, no, I was asked
We
to
were
go
eating
out, but
kebabs.
my problem was I was getting asked to go out as I was literally driving home. I still hadn't gotten home yet. I'm like, fuck, I'm done. No.
But you got to. What time do you finish this Friday?
This Friday, I should be finishing at 5.
Oh, well, that's fine. Not an issue because you got to come out this Friday.
What's happening this Friday?
The band's playing. We got to see our band.
Oh.
They're playing at the Goat.
Oh.
Gotta support the lads. Got to be there in the crowd being, Dyson, we love you.
Oh, shit. No, as I said, it's just the way it played out is like I got home, sat down, it's like,
Who asked you to come out?
Arcadia,
Interesting. When did she do that?
at about 7:30.
So that would have been when they met up with me.
Yeah. Yeah, because what happened is I got home. I then got a message from my sister being like, hey,
You have no friends. And you're like,
so when...
why would you say that? I know that, but why would you say that now?
I know. I should, no, I got a message from my sister being like, I need help with something at grandfather's place. I had to go help with something at the grandfather's place and didn't finish that till like just before 7:30.
Was it a box of grenades?
I wish.
Interesting.
Then as I'm driving home, I get the message from Arcadia. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. I just want to sit the fuck down.
Then you were at the Lion Leon Sunday.
Yes, it was.
What was that about?
Went out for lunch.
Good choice.
That was her choice.
Chicken schnitzels. The chicken schnitzel?
Yeah.
With the sauce? You know
Yeah.
the sauce I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
The mushroom sauce?
That's the one.
That's the one. That's a delicious chicken palmy. It makes no sense because there's nothing about it that is chicken parmesan. I guess it has cheese on it. But
Yeah.
other than that, it is not a chicken parmesan.
No.
But it is delicious.
But yeah, no, there was...
And filling. Makes you feel like a
Where
fat
did we go
bastard.
there? Yeah, no, he said it just woke up on Sunday. I was like, hey, want to go grab lunch? I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go.
But how did she even know about the Lion League?
You heard of it? Alright, right, you...
From where? Well, you're sitting there mumbling to yourself the night before, and I was like, no, I'm at the
No,
Lion League.
she must have been talking to one of the other friends from out of Australia that are now in Rockhampton.
Mm.
One of them must have gone, and they mentioned to her, and she's like, "Oh, it's got lion in the name. It's like over near this area. It's like the
They
Lion
could have
League."
been talking about the Red Lion.
That's what I said as well, and she's like, "No, not the Red Lion."
Interesting.
She said it wasn't the Red Lion. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. But no, from
Do you mean the Rockhampton Zoo? You're not supposed to eat there.
yeah. Yeah, so that's why we went out. Played a couple games. Cool. Went out.
Interesting. Not a bad day, all things considered.
It's true.
Yeah, no, I just went there, had a few drinks, had some food, went home,
Yeah.
played some baseball.
Yeah.
Did I do that on Saturday?
I don't know.
I don't even think I did that on
Technically Sunday. Right? No, it would have been Saturday.
It was
Never mind.
Saturday. I went
Yeah.
home. Like, I wasn't out with the crew.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of if I actually did that Saturday, if I got back here and actually did work. I don't know. I have a feeling
Right.
maybe the latter.
Yeah, probably.
Because I also was kind of like, I knew that last weekend I was not going to be able to do like what I normally do. I just spent most of Sunday working on videos.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Caleb is definitely going to want to play Blades in the Dark.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Anyway. So yeah, next Minecraft's we have probably Minecraft for the next 3 weeks, but you know,
yeah,
Minecraft's a weird.
It is.
Like sometimes we get like heaps and heaps of views on it. Like the last supplementary that came out that had something like 500 views on it.
Shit, okay.
And sometimes we get no views on it.
Yeah, but it's the same with like all of our
Everything.
videos. Yeah,
It's really weird. The algorithms are just insane.
yeah. It's I don't get it.
The algorithms they kill. They give, they take away.
No, yes. But yeah.
Mm.
But speaking of Blades of Darkness, no, wait, sorry.
Well, that
End of
is
channel news. Speaking of that, I
Hello?
decided to draw the character.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I've done some of it.
Very nice.
God damn, it took me a while.
As it should.
Yeah.
I've yeah. Caleb's been sending me messages. Like I pretty much get a message from him every day, being like, "I want to do this," or "Can we play tonight?" or "Can we do this?" And I'm just like, "You got to calm down, my friend." It's like it takes nowhere near as much time for me to prepare, but I know what I kind of know what you both want to do next, and kill one of my characters or take down one of my characters. I really would suggest against killing because of the badness that comes with it.
Look, I know there's badness that comes with it, but as long as we don't get seen.
So even if you don't get seen, it's like if you kill, I just start doing a whole bunch of stuff in the background. So you guys would never even know what's happening investigation-wise. Till all of a sudden, bam, bunch of cops bust in your room. Bang, 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 bang. It's the fucking SWAT.
Oh, why? Yeah.
Look,
you
can kill, but I don't think that's the way to go. And I will explain to you.
I just wanted to kill someone without all the repercussions.
You're playing the wrong game.
Clearly.
But yeah, no, I'll like go through like because I know that there's something you both want to do, and I'm like great, that's actually a really good thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is not going to be a one session thing.
No.
I'm like, absolutely not. I'm like, you guys just like literally at the end of the last session, you found out who he might be working for, and like you guys been like, yeah, now we're gonna take him down. I'm like, I just realized that you guys literally just found out that someone he was working with was like one of the biggest, baddest people around.
We're aware.
And it's like, now you want to take him out, and what, you think you're just going to walk into his place and be like, bip, bop, boosh?
No, not specifically. I'm going to take out...
And there's going to be no repercussions. Like, no, you guys have to plan this out properly.
I've got to take out one of his lackeys.
I don't get around that.
Actually, no, I do have to kill someone.
I don't get around that.
One of his lackeys.
Yeah, it's still dangerous, though. Like, don't get me wrong.
No, I know it's dangerous.
It's going to be dangerous, especially considering the next time
but
we
I'm
play
part of that secret society that's about murder and collecting artifacts.
No, they're about collecting artifacts. Murder is like, we sometimes do it.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of my character is that's what I do. I'm the one they send to do the killing.
Anyway, but yeah, like, so, yeah, the very first thing that we'll be doing next time I have you both sitting there is making your crew. Because I didn't do that because I'm like, you two have just met, you're not a crew. Now you are a crew. Now you have crew goals, you have to be a crew.
True.
And I got to use a few of my NPCs to kind of guide you two along. If you to do what you guys want to do, I'm going to need to give you some guidance because I do not want you guys to be like, let's do this. It's like, no, you guys have to do this actually smart. Otherwise I will ruthlessly destroy your crew within like 5 seconds.
What?
I'm like, everyone will be coming for you. Everyone. Who did they send? Everyone. And the two of you are not equipped for that at all. I know you're both on the high of finishing your first heist, and you're like, nothing can stop us. But it's like, God, you guys
have that really sharp knife that I'm not supposed to have.
You guys got you got a super sharp knife. It's fucking brilliant. I've given you that, and I've actually come up with rules for how it will work if you ever use it. But mainly, it's just something that it's loot.
In other words, I've got to not screw up. Because I imagine the rules is going to be I can cut myself quite easily.
Oh no! Well, absolutely, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But like, I've come up with rules as to what makes it better than just saying you've got a normal knife on you. But again, as I also said, I kind of described it as I described it, so that you'd be like, oh, this thing is actually worth money.
I need you to understand.
You can fence it if you want.
I need you to understand while you were describing that to me. My thought process was going down the track of killing the guard that was outside.
You're a fool.
That's because I knew the guard was going to be coming back, and by the time we got there, I was going to the plan. My initial thought process, without talking to Caleb about it, of course, was going to be sneak behind him, kill him with said knife.
Yeah, you really don't understand this game.
No, I do.
No,
I know that's dangerous.
Yeah, like. Because it's very hard to instant kill someone. Because all the NPCs have the same rules as you guys.
Yeah, okay.
And technically, he was better armed than you. And I have no gripe in saying that, yeah, you guys did not even know what the guards here were. No point did you ever actually be like, hey, so what are the guards here, and investigate that. Now, the way the game works, you could have done that on the fly, but again, as I said, you two were on the high of being like, we've just done it, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. And like, at no point did you ever think, oh shit, yeah, we never did this, we never did this, we never did this, we never followed through on this lead. Man, you guys left a lot of things.
The lead are you talking about?
Lots of things that could have gone bad.
Oh. All right.
Absolutely a travesty.
Literally looked down, saw Bothan Brothers, and like, is this Caleb?
It was a Caleb.
It's Jordan.
Oh.
Just talking about it, just like, Caleb?
But yeah,
yeah.
So that was good fun. I ran my first session.
Good.
The boys enjoyed it. That's always good fun. But yeah, now all the hard stuff becomes, because now I can step back as the DM and I don't have to plan anything. I just let you guys do things and I just make.
Because a lot of it's done on the fly now.
A lot of it is done on the fly. I probably should have let a lot more be done on the fly.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the idea of you guys building the story of what you were doing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things could have been done after the fact. Like you could have had we could have gone straight to the break-in and then we could have taken care of all the things that I made you take care of first. But I wanted you to take care of them because I had no confidence in you guys actually thinking about these whilst you were breaking in.
Well, okay, fair enough. But then again,
I was correct.
But my thing was like, because I wasn't going down the track of doing the whole saying we did anything. Just being like, hey, flashback. I wasn't really going down the track of flashback. I was going down the track of, no, we need to do all of this before we can do that. And I'm pretty sure Caleb then rushed him.
Yeah, but that was fine.
Because my thought process was not doing it till the third night.
Yeah.
And then we did it on the second night. I'm like, okay, well, it worked out in the end.
That was okay. It actually probably worked out better for you, because if you had done on the third night, I would have continued rolling. Like, it had when you guys were doing the stuff where it was like, oh yeah, now we're like going through it and like actually looking into the information now, I would have been counter rolling and you guys could have actually missed your deadline.
Well, yeah, true.
Because what you guys probably might not have noticed was in your first day, you pretty much lost a lot of that in like 2 or 3 things you did.
Oh yeah, but
like,
I'm well aware of that.
In the regards of what you guys actually accomplished on that first day, you did a lot, but it cost you an entire day.
Yeah, and I understood that. Like, I was happy with the amount of time that it took on the first day. Like, I knew we weren't getting a lot more than that.
Plus, I kind of like the idea of the flashbacks. Like, the way the game is actually run is the flashback system is supposed to be so that you can jump straight to the heist. But I think that takes away a bit of the role playing.
No, it does. That's why I didn't really like. You mentioned it to me, and
I think the way that I'm going to play it is like, the flashbacks are going to be like specific things, like flashback to when we were talking to this person. Even though I forgot to ask then, I can now ask that now.
Which is what we ended up doing.
Yeah.
And that I'm fine with. Is like,
and I'm like, that's fine because
I think it's like it should only really be used as like, oh shit, I forgot to do that.
Yeah, well, the way the actual game works, it's so that you don't have to do any of the like setup. But it's like, I don't think that actually saves you any time, because
because it would get rid of, like as you said, it would get rid of some of the role playing.
Yeah,
because like as we were going through, it's like we wouldn't have gone down the track of, well, we tried to get the street urchins involved, and to do that was like, okay, we've got to get them food. Or how about we discussed with him earlier, and he wanted to take us to lunch, basically. Let's get him to get
I was like,
we wouldn't have thought of that.
And that's what I said. Like, and if we'd gone straight to the heist, you guys wouldn't have been like, oh, is there anything else at the docks? Where I was like, oh, there's a bunch of street urchins. Yeah, it's like, you guys would have been like, oh, we're at the heist. Oh, shit. And it's like, I think that it kind of because my job as the DM is to build the world, and then let you guys do what you want with it. It's incredibly difficult for me to build the world
if we jump straight to
after you guys have done stuff. Where it's like, oh, we need a distraction. It's like, oh, well, hang on, let me think of what you might have seen hours and hours ago.
Well, let's put it this way. It's like, I prefer doing it this way.
Oh yeah, I like
Because
it.
I
Like,
like
I
the
don't-
system of the flashback system, but I don't like
Yeah.
primarily the.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I think what I'm gonna do is keep the role play and let the flashback system be like if something comes up. So it's like if you guys get into a place where you're like, oh shit, we need a key, and it's like, oh well, flashback to this point where we stole the key off this guy, and then we can role play that flashback where you stole the key, and it's like, sweet, we can do that. I think the flashback should be used to supplement the heist, not to do all of the planning
Oh no,
post.
hello, and I don't think Caleb wants to play that way anyway.
I don't think anyone else will. And like, if
Because like
people pop in and come and play like one shots with us, like they come and play one round or whatever, I think it would be a lot easier for them to kind of get into the game if it's role play. Like, if all of a sudden it's like, okay, this is what we're doing, heist, they're not gonna get the best out of it because they're not gonna get much of the role playing stuff. Because when these flashbacks happen, they're gonna be like, wait, what the fuck's going on? Because while a very good system, while I do like it, it's not the most intuitive to new players because the whole flashback system is something that no other tabletop role playing game I know of does.
Yeah, and let's face it, there's times in the Star Wars one we're doing, we could have used the flashback. Like the flashback would have been fantastic.
Absolutely. But the point is,
Right,
with most tabletop RPGs, it's like, oh, you didn't think about this when you were doing it, so it's too late now. It's like, oh, it is too late now. Whereas this
Actually,
one,
no, it wasn't a proper tabletop RPG, but we did it with the Bears one.
yeah, but I have a feeling the Bears one is like, because that one is like the whole point of that is it was made by a guy who was like doing like setting the rules for a tabletop RPG every day for like a year.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure if he definitely borrowed off a lot of systems. I don't know if it was done before Blades in the Dark or after it, but
Okay, yeah.
something tells me it was done before. And if it was after, and if it was done after, he would have just been like, "Oh, that's a good system." Because
So,
you
yeah, it's a
can't
great
write a tabletop RPG a day if you're not borrowing other people's systems
Oh no, hell no.
and just kind of like making them simpler. But as I said, like the whole flashback, so it's a good system. It's just
Oh, I like it.
I think it's better used as a supplementary to deal with.
It's
small
definitely
problems.
something that, like as you said, it's bringing a new person in. It's difficult. You bring someone or you bring us into it where we're more experienced in these types of things. We're gonna use it. We're gonna go, oh shit, that's right. We can do that still. Yeah.
But the other one that I think is yeah, as I said, I think it just like I like the flashback system. I like the fact that I can kind of say, sorry, you can't flash back to that. But that's why I prefer you guys to do a lot of the planning role play because it's like that way you can kind of address a situation. If it's like, oh, we need to do this, and it's like, yeah, no, the chances of that happening are incredibly slim, and I can give you an in-game reason, and then you guys can go like, okay, so if that's not going to happen, what other options do we have? Whereas if in a flashback, I kind of have to be like, you can't do that. I then give you the in-game reasons, and you go, oh, okay. But because you're not in that creative mindset of, okay, let's plan a heist, we're in a heist, I think it kills a lot of the creativity. And that's,
agree.
That's what I'm all about. I'm all about you guys being creative because it would be so easy for me to let this just become a bloodbath like most D&D games where it's like meet an enemy, kill an enemy. But I would much rather you guys stick to the rules of living in a city and be like, we can't just murder. Yes, we can kill if necessary, but we have to be really fucking careful.
It's necessary for at least one of them.
Especially considering that I haven't told you guys this because it hasn't come up, but the game has a very, very, very quick way of dealing with death.
Yeah.
Like, in other words, it's very hard to get away with murdering someone because all the authorities know pretty much the second they die.
Seriously?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it all comes back to the setting of the game. I accidentally kicked the desk.
That I did. I wasn't aware of that.
Because in the setting of okay, so basically,
what if you were to set something up?
Because in the setting of the game, if you die, your ghost doesn't. Ghosts are around, so if someone dies, they don't pass on to the afterlife.
Oh yeah.
So if someone dies, you have like a day to get them and absolutely destroy their ghost. Otherwise, it will become a ghost, and they don't want ghosts. So the second people die, they've got these like mystical birds that literally just go fly and show everyone where the body is, and then sit there until the authorities come to remove them.
Okay, so if I do go down the track of...
So if you were to kill someone, you can't actually avoid the witnesses because the giant mystical fucking bird will be there.
Well, yeah, no, I get that, but what I mean is, like, I'd have to do an in-depth thing that it's like...
You would have to have a real good plan.
Like, I'd have to have a really good plan that they die while I'm nowhere fucking near it.
Well, you could be near it. You could have a whole thing. It's just you need to plan it out. It's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
like if one of you guys die, you can become a ghost character. There are 3 undead characters that you can become. But you'll be fighting against the time because you've got to keep your friend hidden for long enough for their ghost to materialize.
Oh, shit, yeah, okay, fair point, damn it. Okay.
So it's doable, it's just difficult.
Yeah.
Doable
Okay.
and difficult, the way we like it.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that's giving me something to think about. Fuck.
That's what the game's about, my friend. Thinking.
Yeah.
Always be thinking. How do we become better?
I'm gonna kill that guy.
Yep.
That's it. That is my main thing. It's just like, how am I gonna kill that guy? Because the whole thing of like what I've tasked myself with is like, or I put down to say that I was doing was, or why I was taken or kidnapped by that character was because I was trying to take out one of his.
Oh yeah,
like,
and I kind of in my own headcanon I was like, yeah, and you were tasked with doing it because you're someone who's hasn't been around the city long enough to know about all of these things. So your secret order was pretty much going to get you to kill them and then cut you off.
Yeah,
you are a tool to be used, but that's kind of backfired on them
yeah.
because why isn't that going down? It's going down now, but I didn't want that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's listen, there's a lot of stuff that I'm like to you guys, where you guys are like saying something. I'm like, I haven't explained it to you yet because it's not relevant, and I won't explain it until it becomes relevant. But like when you guys like talk about like, oh, we might have to kill this guy, I'm like, oh, that's a bad idea. That's a real bad idea.
See, I don't think along the lines of, I might have to kill this guy.
Also-
I think along the lines of, I'm going to kill that guy.
Also, like something else that I didn't really describe because I didn't think it was necessary at the time was that like literally out from where you guys were are like Imperial warships, like battleships with massive fucking guns, and if any ruckus happened, you guys would have been swarmed by Imperial military.
God damn it.
So you guys could have fucked it.
I kept asking if there was anything around.
Oh yeah, you did, but you never you didn't really say like, oh, is there anything like out in the ocean that I need to be aware of?
Fuck, okay.
You were just like, is there anything that I noticed like around? I'm like, yeah, there's kids running. You never said like, oh, like, because you never even asked about the other ships. I kind of described that there were ships being packed and stuff, and you're like, oh, what kind of ships are there? Because then I would have been like, oh yeah, well, there's the ships that are in the bay, and they're like the trade ships, Leviathan.
Like you mentioned the Leviathan ships a lot, so it's like,
Yeah, because they were what were being packed and loaded and shit.
Yeah.
But never once did you say like, oh, is there any other ships around? It's like, oh yeah, there's like 3 battleships just fucking off near the Governor's Island. You are definitely within range of their long guns.
Okay. And then we asked the street urchins to make a ruckus.
Well, yeah, but you only like they were kids, so it was only a little bit of a ruckus. So they started a small fire.
True.
They started a small fire to distract one guy. They didn't start shooting guns and like.
Well, we didn't take any guns anyway. It would have been a knife.
Caleb had guns.
Caleb did have a gun.
Caleb did have guns.
Whereas I went in with all melee.
Yeah.
It's probably better for. So maybe I can just beat someone into the brink of their death, but not actually kill them.
Yeah.
Still gonna get hunted by the police.
Oh, absolutely. You can beat people.
Yeah.
You can beat people viciously. The other thing that you can do, which is kind of what I'm going to suggest to you, is you can set people up to be arrested by the police.
True.
Have them sent to prison forever. Or executed by the crown.
Executed for fuck.
Yeah.
That's harder to do though.
It's hard to do. But you could
Yeah.
have it. You could easily, well, not easily, but you could easily set it up. Not easily. You could set it up.
I can set it up. It's not gonna be easy. I'm aware of that.
You could set it up so that, you know. But as I said,
Okay.
there's a few things that I'm like, if you guys want to do this, you better do it right. Because if you guys just like go in half cocked, I'm like, there will be consequences.
I know.
And I think I'm sure Caleb should know it because it'll be kind of like the first campaign we did of Edge of the Empire, where we couldn't just go and kill the hut. We had to make sure the rest of the huts would be okay with us, otherwise we'd be hunted forever.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Or you gotta do stuff like that.
True.
Fortunately, you have a few good connections.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's true.
absolutely. But yeah, so Kris, have you heard that Gamescom is happening?
You mentioned it.
Yeah. Few things. It doesn't really start it's at its opening night, but there's a lot of stuff that hasn't really come out from it yet. But a lot of the stuff is kind of stuff we already knew was coming out. There is some things I think are pretty cool. There was, I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, yeah, something I found incredibly uncool. Borderlands 4 launched.
Okay.
There's a Borderlands 4 coming out if you're super interested in that.
Not really.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I had died off with most of 3 and
there's Pokemon
okay.
cards for your Switch, so that you can store your stuff on Pokemon flavored cards.
Okay.
Pikachu is of course the smallest, being 256 gigabits.
Okay, yeah.
Then you've got Gengar. He's 512. None of this is important. It's just
No. Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. And then you've got Snorlax, who is a big beefy 1 terabyte.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Mullen, who's coming back.
It's gonna not work most of the time though.
Yeah.
That fucker's gonna be asleep.
You will never be able to move your motherfucking Switch again, unless you have a flute.
Yeah. Fuck.
Bloom and Rage and a Mystery. I don't know if that's what's actually called, but it's called Lost Records Bloom and Rage.
Okay.
That's something I have no concept of because I haven't seen it. Monster Hunter Born to be Wild.
I think we're gonna have a better look at this and maybe talk about it next week.
Yeah, once all the information's come out, but there were two things I kind of really wanted to touch on. I'm just trying to find them now. Peter Molyneux's coming back. That's crazy. The Indiana Jones game that we talked about is coming to PS5.
Okay.
There's a new Mafia game that's set in Italy. I can't really find what I was looking for. But the thing that I was just outraged about that I do know, because I'm like, what the actual fuck, is Goat Simulator Remaster.
Oh,
like, what the actual fuck?
Oh, why?
Because someone's gonna spend their stupid money on it.
They will. I know they will. I couldn't stand much of the game. I could play little bits here and there, but I couldn't play
I think my friends only played it because it was an easy 1000G.
Yeah, true.
And, yeah.
Yeah, mine was like, I played it for a bit, but got bored really quickly, so I could only ever play it for like half an hour at a time.
It's an incredibly dull game that has no real purpose. It was a joke when it came out.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And then as each new one came out, the joke got less and less funny.
True.
And now that they're remastering it, I think the joke should be taken out back in Old Jallad.
Oh, it needs to be, yes.
But
yeah,
the only redeeming fact I see to it is that it kind of comes back as being a funny joke because Goat Simulator hasn't been relevant since it first came out. So the fact that they're remastering it to try and make more money is kind of what nearly every big studio's been doing recently.
true. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it is a joke because the game industry is losing its creative touch.
It is. It really is.
But hey, those Pokemon SD cards.
Hey.
No, look, I think there's a bit of stuff to come out of that. Hopefully some good news on the Spyro front.
Yes.
But maybe not. Other than that, maybe there'll be some sleeper hits. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah. We'll have
I'm
to have a
not
look at
really
it.
sure what a Games Fest in Germany is going to give us that we haven't seen in a Games Fest from America.
Okay, fair enough.
But also, I did not watch the PlayStation thing this year. Did not give a fuck about it.
Mm.
I watched the Xbox one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I did not watch much of Summer Games Fest. If I'm being honest, I fucking watched none of it.
Makes sense.
And I'm kind of sitting here going like, yeah, I'm a little bit off. I'm just a little bit off a lot of like the games media right now because I have so many games to play and so much to catch up on that I'm just kind of like, and a lot of the new stuff is kind of like them announcing that they're redoing old stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, new, eh? Interesting.
Yeah.
But I did learn
Mm.
but I did learn that I'm going to probably wait. I put myself down, okay? I put myself down on the emailing list for when the new Xbox comes out, the limited edition Series X.
Yeah.
That has 2 terabytes in it.
That'd be
And
nice.
it's going to cost about $1,200.
Sure.
But I'm an idiot. Actually,
Correct, yes.
I don't know if it will cost about $1,200 because I think they said like the Xbox Series X costs about $550 US, so it's about $200 more. And this one's going to cost about $650 or something like that. Or maybe it was like
So it should only be around about 900.
maybe it's like this one's like $699 and the other one's so it'll be about $1,000. It'll be
Yeah.
about the launch price of the PS3, except
Yeah.
it'll it'll
Yeah.
be green. It'll have green bits on it and special lights.
That makes sense.
And I'm like, you know what though? If I'm gonna spend $1,000 on an Xbox, I might as well spend it on the biggest, baddest Xbox.
Of course.
And as a lot of people have kind of said, this generation has kind of died. PS5, Xbox Series X, because of its terrible start, they really should have pushed the starting. They should have gone like, oh, global pandemic, can't make these. Oh, let's not release them.
Should have been what happened.
And then we should have got like more powerful systems 2 years later.
Yes.
They should have gone, taken back to development, make them the best. But the only reason I want to talk about the Series X Galaxy, whatever they call it, the Special Edition Galaxy, whatever, because it has little pinpricks of light like stars, mate. The reason I want to talk about that is because I was reading something and they're like, there's no hardware upgrades to this system from the other system, from the just normal Series X.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. Like, it's got a 2 terabyte hard drive in it. That is a literal hardware update.
Yes, it is.
I'm like, there's no software or graphics upgrades, but the 2 terabyte hard drive is an upgrade.
Yes, it is, and it's what we need.
I'm like, but in other news, which I think is good for someone like you, there is now a Series X that is all digital coming out as well.
Okay, yeah, that'll be good.
Which is white, which pisses the fuck out of me because why can't you just make them all the colors?
Please.
I would get a white one if it had a disc drive in it. Because it looks swaggy as fuck.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But yeah, like you can get a white one that doesn't have a disc drive, but is the X Series X, which would be, as I said, would be perfect for you because 99% of the games, if you buy them on the PlayStation, and the ones that you don't, the ones that you play on Xbox, you generally own them digitally because of me.
Yes.
So it's sort of like,
that makes sense. That's something to look at.
Yeah. And that's supposed to be quite a bit cheaper than the Series X.
That'd be good.
When I say quite a bit, I mean like $150 cheaper.
Still pretty good though.
Yeah, bring it back down to around that $500 mark.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
No.
Yeah. But yeah.
Especially if you can shove it in Jordan's face and be like, I got a white one, bitch.
The black one.
And then shove it up his ass. Because it's a pretty big box, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, fair point.
Like, it would be nowhere near as uncomfortable as if you shoved your PlayStation up his ass, but
yeah, well, yeah.
because of the PlayStation's unergonomic design, it's not coming back out. It's wider at the base than it is at the top. once that, no, you're not getting that back out.
No. Surgery.
With the Xbox, it's just one size the whole way, so you just in and out.
Fuck's sake.
Are we bad people?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though.
Yes.
Well, guys, I think I just about wrapped it up. I'm almost
Okay.
out of beer. It's been a day,
It has.
and I think we covered everything I wanted to cover. I don't think there's anything else I want to cover. If there's anything you want to ask me? Is there anything you want to ask me?
Not that I can think of.
You can ask me anything. I'm an open book.
Nothing at the moment.
Like one of those ones from Harry Potter. You know, the ones that you need to shut with a belt, otherwise it'll bite your fucking fingers off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Open book.
Sounds right.
Like
Yes.
words. I got them. Well, guys, thank you for joining us. If you have liked this video, consider liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. Please check us out next week when next week is 99, so we won't have moustaches, but we will be talking about Gamescom, and if anything interesting happened. If we're not talking about it, nothing interesting happened, and they did not mention Spyro once, which I think is a crime, and we may have to take them to court.
Yes, I think so.
But until next time, guys, I've been Darcy, he's been Kris.
Indeed.
Please subscribe. We really appreciate it.
Do it.
We'll catch you next time.
See you.
I'm out.
Start of the recording where you're just like looking blankly at the screen.
No. I was playing with the lights. Unlike you, I actually do stuff here.
I talk. I play games.
Please.
They're two big parts of the job.
No.
Specifying whether it was just you or me. I'm just saying, without the gaming here, arguably a big part of it.
It's fighting talk.
And then, podcast.
It's fighting talk.
I mean, look, I'm here for it. But then the podcast is like, you kind of need another person here talking. So.
True. Like, I could just do weekly updates. Hey guys, this is what's happening this week. This is what's new. This is what's new. This is what's new.
Yeah, I suppose you could.
And then I could be like, and this is what's been happening in the world as large.
Okay, fair enough.
Russia is still illegally invading Ukraine. Do you guys care about that? No. Okay, let's talk about GTA. They just got a new update. You can be a pizza boy.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.